Welcome to our May virtual Saturday sampler. Thanks for watching the video. Want to let you know, big news today. I am filming this on Friday. As of Friday, May 15th, we are open. Appointments are no longer necessary to come shopping. I do still strongly encourage you to make an appointment, but you do not have to. We do have to have some social distancing rules while the shop is open. I am saying please no more than 5 customers in the shop at any one time. So it's 5 plus David and I. If you come in and there's more than 5 and there's 5 people already here, I will ask you to please wait in your car. We do still have to do social distancing. And I know I have 2 doors. If I have a customer in here and I see you peek your head in the back door and the customer leaves out the front door, I'll try to remember to go stick my head out the back door and wave you in, that sort of thing. The other thing, part of the reopening mandates is that employees, which I'm owner, I guess that makes me employee, right? Employees, people working in the shops, we are required to wear a face mask. A face mask, if I wear a face mask, it's protecting you from my germs. I'm not requiring you to wear a face mask. I am strongly encouraging you to wear a face mask when you're out and about, because that will protect other people from your germs. If you need a face mask, I have kits to make face masks. Each kit will make 2 masks. A kit costs $15, and you get to choose your fabric on it. I, of course, have cats because we like cats. You can choose any fabric you want. If you want me to make your mask for you, it's $15 per mask. And again, you get to choose your fabric. So you are strongly encouraged to wear masks, not required, but strongly encouraged to wear masks. Hours are back to my normal hours. Tuesday through Friday, 10 to 5, and Saturday, 10 to 4. All right, so now let's get on to the fun stuff with Saturday Sampler. Let's talk about some shop news. So the treasure hop that was supposed to have happened back in April has been postponed to August 20th through the 29th. The theme is red, white, and blue. Each shop will have a kit for sale to make a 12-inch block with the red, white, and blue colors. Each kit will cost $6. $2 of each kit goes to Project Linus. Each shop's block is different. There are, I believe it is 13 shops this year in Treasure Hop. Let me go through the list of shops and so you know where everything is. Bluebird Quilt Studio in Nampa. Of course, me. Country Corners Quilting in Nissa. Dinah's Fabrics in Cambridge. Granny's Attic in McCall. Judy Ann's Quilting in Weiser. Marilyn's Pickets and Patchwork in Nissa. Sleepy Hollow Quilt Shop in Marsing. Stitch and Snip in Garden Valley. Quilt Crossing in Boise. Treasure Every Stitch in Baker City. LeGrand Quilt Shop in LeGrand, they're a new shop. Clodson Sew and Soak in LeGrand, also a new shop. They're really awesome. It is sewing and hot tubs. And Quilting Bliss in Nampa has also joined for this year. The grand prize, if you get your passport stamped at all 13 shops and turn it in, and then at our post-hop meeting we will draw a grand prize is a $50 gift certificate at each shop. I believe we're also going to have some other levels of prizes. Right now I can't remember what they all are, but awesome prizes each shop. Most of the shops will have something to give away as well. Let's talk. The next hop is less than a month later. Quilting on the Dry Side is the Eastern Oregon, Eastern Washington shop, and there actually are several shops in both of these hops. The shop hop dates for Quilting on the Dry Side is September 24th through October 3rd. Shop hours are 9 to 5. Daily Sunday we get to close at 4. Shop hours are respective of the time zone the shop is in. I do believe I forgot to tell you shop hours for Treasure Hop are 9 to 6, I believe it is, in their respective time zones. All right, so let's take a look here at what we're doing for quilting on the dry side this year. Grand prize is going to be, hi Granite. Grand prize is going to be a Bernina sewing machine. I don't know the model yet, but the grand prize will be a Bernina sewing machine if you get your passport stamped at all of the shops. The theme is simply a solid color. Each shop is choosing a solid color fabric. Each shop gets to choose their own colors. And we're going to be making 2 blocks, a 4-inch and a 6-inch. These are finished sizes, so 4.5 unfinished, 6.5 unfinished. You will receive for free from each participating shop their selection of their solid color and the pattern to make their blocks. They're two blocks. They're 4 and 6-inch blocks. You will provide the background fabric to go with the solid. And it's just going to be a lot of them are probably going to be just really simple blocks. I'm pretty sure mine are. I've kind of been thinking in my head. I know what I'm going to do, I think. Let's go over the participating shops in quilting on the dry side. There is only 12 shops this year. A few shops have dropped out, and I'm not exactly sure why, but they're not on the list anymore. We do have 1 new shop in quilting on the dry side. So the 12 participating shops are Janine's Bernina in Pasco, Washington, Quilt Mania in Richland, Washington, Discount Sew and Vac in Kennewick, Washington, Fabric 108 in Kennewick, Washington, and someone told me that they specialize in wide backs, which is why 108. Walla Walla Sew and Vac in Walla Walla, Washington, Stash in Walla Walla, Washington, Mama Bear Quilt Shop in Stanfield, Oregon, Clodson Sew and Soak in LeGrand, Oregon, Treasure Every Stitch in Baker City, Oregon, Country Corners down in Nissa, me, and our new shop this year is Prairie Creek Quilts in Enterprise, Oregon. Lots of quilting to do, lots of shop hopping to do this fall, so be saving your money. Last thing, big event, is Quilters Trek, which is what we used to call Row by Row. It's now called Quilters Trek this year. The theme is True Blue. So, not an object, like we had water, we had music, we had on the trail, whatever, things that oftentimes you couldn't figure out how to do a block or row or whatever without applique or paper piecing, and I know how many people hate those. This is just True Blue. Now, blocks at shops can have applique, paper piecing, whatever, but they can also just be traditionally pieced blocks, which is what my blocks are, is just traditionally pieced blocks with a palette of True Blue colors. Let's talk about what is the same and what is different about Quilters Trek. What is the same between Quilters Trek and Row by Row is that during the time of Quilters Trek, you go to any participating shop, and there's thousands of them, every state in the country, every Canadian province, several shops in Europe as well if you happen to do international travel. I don't think we have any in Australia this year. If you go to the shop and ask, you will receive a free pattern. Just one free pattern. You can't ask for 4 free patterns. There has to be 1 pattern per person that shows up. A free pattern, and then you can make the block with whatever fabric you want. You don't even have to keep it blue. You can change the colors. If the shops will also be offering for sale a kit to make their blocks. The one thing that we have changed regarding the kits, because of the pandemic, we are going to be able to sell our kits online, by phone, etc., mail them out, because there are still some shops, some states that are totally locked down and may not even be opening their doors. So we are going to be able to sell our kits online. Don't expect that for next year. But this year, due to the pandemic, we are able to sell our kits online. The different thing, in Row by Row, you made a 9 by 36 inch row, or in the last couple of years, there were some other sizes but same number of square inches, but it was a big thing. This year, it is 4 9-inch finished blocks. They can be put in a 9 by 36-inch row. They can be put in a 18-inch square, or they can be throughout your quilt. They don't even have to be together. Your winning quilt must have 4 9-inch squares from each of 8 shops. So you're going to have a total of 32 loop squares. They do have to be 9-inch. I guess some people kind of cheated in the past years. I never saw it, but apparently some people shrunk the patterns and made mini quilts and took them in and thought they were going to win. You still have to have they still have to be 9-inch. They have to be full-size blocks. So your winning quilt will have 32 blocks, 4 from each of 8 shops. It can have more than that, but that's the minimum it has to have. The dates have been, we were going to start Memorial Day weekend. Dates have been pushed back once again to June 21st is our start date, again due to the pandemic. It will end, the collection dates to get your free pattern will end on September 8th. So June 21 through 28, pattern is available at no cost. Kits are available in store and mail order online, etc. Here's something else we're doing to make it a little bit more fair to people. We're not accepting winning quilts the first week. In the past, some of the, especially the big stores, they literally would have people knocking on the door the second day of row by row with a winning quilt. And when it was, and therefore, you know, a lot of other people's like, well, I'm not going to do it. There's already a winner. People have already won. You cannot bring in a winning quilt until July 15. You may bring in a winning quilt from July 15 through October 15. That gives, there's more people an opportunity to win. You're not going to have, and the only way I can figure out how they made a whole completed quilt in one day was they probably had a team of people working all night doing it. By not accepting quilts until a few weeks later, that should eliminate the all-night sewing thing of a team to get a winning quilt. And yeah, the other thing is there's going to be 2 winners per shop. That also helps even out the fairness that, and I knew some people who were calling me. I don't tend to get winners early. Well, all the shops in Boise already have winners. Do you have a winner? No, I don't. So they would come out here. Does make it more fair. More people are able to win. If you are one of the first 2 people to bring in a completed quilt during the challenge time, which is July 15 to October 15, you will receive 15 free fat quarters. Some shops have just a set-aside bundle of 15 free fat quarters, and that's what you're going to win. I like my winners to choose their own because then it's something that they know they like. If you happen to use the pattern from the shop where you take your quilt back to, you will get an additional free prize from the shop. There are not official row by row license plates. Shops can still have license plates. Those are still available. I could still order them, and I still have license plates left. Now, instead of license plates, it's a little 2.5-inch token. In order to get that token, you have to buy a kit. You can't buy it separate. It is only available in the kits. And it's a random one. It's going to be my kit tokens are going to be representing the state of Oregon. There are also 7 or 8, I can't remember how many, golden tokens that I get to put in random kits. And you don't get to see what token you get until you buy your kit. It's going to be tucked inside. And there is no special prize for a golden token because we have to follow state laws, and in some states if we require you to buy something in order to win something, it's gambling. So there's no special monetary prize of any sort of monetary value to get for getting a golden token, but there is going to be a special golden token selfie Facebook group where you get to say, hey, I got a golden token. It's kind of like a Cracker Jack prize. So that's really cool. And so that's kind of what's going on with that. Do stay tuned as far as, you know, things are changing. I think these selling kits online will help out those shops who may not be able to be open as early as others. All right, so I believe that talks about Quilter's Trek. Let's now talk about Saturday Sampler. You have until, from today, I've actually had some people already show me their blocks, their finished April blocks. You have until May 23rd to show me or bring me pictures, come in, show me the actual blocks. I don't care how you do it. Show me your completed blocks by May 23rd, and you will get your May kit for free. The May kit is also an easy one. Are we in frame? It is the Dutch Rose. It's a 20-inch block, but you're only going to have to make one of them. And it's all half square triangles again. No complicated anything. Again, the hardest part about making this block, I'm quite certain, will be making sure you get the half squares in the right position, spot, and turned in the correct direction. Putting the puzzle together is going to be the hardest thing. I don't foresee being able to have a actual meeting yet in June. I'm thinking by July, maybe I can start having the small groups, but don't hold me to that. We have 25 people signed up for Saturday Sampler, and I cram you all in a very small space. I don't foresee us being able to have group meetings for quite a while, so count on Saturday Sampler remaining virtual until further notice. Anyway, so that is Saturday Sampler. I will make a video of me making the block. I have not made the block yet, but I will be making a video. I'm probably going to do that video on Sunday or Monday. And then I'll put it'll be out there for you to see. Watch me make the block. Again, it's a very simple 20-inch block, but it's all half square triangles. So be on the lookout for that. And thanks for watching. Make sure you tune in to the video of me making the block, and tune in next month for next month's virtual Saturday Sampler. Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe to my channel and hit that notification button so you know when I put new videos up. Hit the like button too. That helps me boost my channel on YouTube. And share it around, and we'll see you next time. Thanks.